Pizza Tower is a 2D platformer created by Torta Pizza, released on January 26, 2023. It has currently overwhelming positive reviews on Steam and will soon be released to Nintendo Switch with the Collector's Edition. Now, obviously, you just don't do all that if your game is bad. Obviously, this game has to be good. But how good is it, and why is it good? Well, let's find out! From what I've gathered after completing the game, there are three main factors to why the game is absolutely amazing, and you should totally play it too. Number 1, personality and charm. Number 2, movement. And number 3, level design. First, let's start with the personality and charm. As you can see from this gameplay in the background, that is my gameplay. The game not only is a 2D, but it's 2D, like 2D sprites and drawings. Now, you can tell that it's very pixelated, but it's a very specific kind of pixelated. I like to call it MS Paint, because all the drawings look like they're MS Paint. And that does not make it look bad. It gives it a very unique look, instantly recognizable, and has a lot of charm. Especially when the characters do really wacky faces, which is a big part of the game's humor. As you can tell from my outfit right now, I'm dressed up as the main character, Peppino Spaghetti. And before you ask, yes, Peppino is a real name people can have. Now you can probably tell that he is based on that Italian cartoon stereotype of Mamma Mia Pizza Spaghetti that was very popularized by Mario. But he is very different from Mario, and also very different from other Italian stereotyping cartoons. For starters, he is not a happy-go-lucky wahoo guy. He's actually very grumpy and has a lot of anger issues. But everyone who's played the game can relate and sympathize with him because his pizza place is struggling very bad. Which brings us to the plot. The plot basically is just Peppino's just chilling in his restaurant, struggling to pay the bills, and this big pizza named Pizza Face threatens to blow it up from his pizza tower. So now him, played by you, and his friend Gustavo and Brick the Rat have to go and stop Pizza Face from blowing up his restaurant. And inside that restaurant, there is a bunch of different floors with a bunch of different rooms, or levels, basically. And each level has a lot of personality and is very distinct from each other. To compare it with most other 2D platformers, you got your basic, like, grass level, desert level, ice level, and all that stuff like that. Meanwhile, Pizza Tower has grass, desert, ice, golf, space, Five Nights at Freddy's. There are no levels that share the exact same theming, which really helps to distinguish each level and make each one more memorable, which makes it really stand out compared to other 2D platformers, especially indie ones. And if unique level themes to not only this game, but to most 2D platformers wasn't enough to make it memorable, each level has its own unique gimmick. Which brings me to point number 3. Level design. I was gonna go to number 2, but this is a better transition. Like I said, each level has its own unique gimmick, except for the first one, but that's fair because it's just like an introductory level. Anyways, each level can either have like a power-up, like a shotgun, or turn you to like a pizza, or have Mort the Chicken from the PlayStation 2 game Mort the Chicken, or the level can go work against you, like timers in the War level, or the animatronics in the Five Nights at Freddy's level. But each gimmick is distinct and fully fleshed out to its fullest potential to be fun, even the ones that work against you. And if that wasn't enough to make the game unique, each level is not just get to the end compared to something like Mario. It is get to the end, break this guy named John Gutter, and then run all the way back with a timer. At that point, the level design changes. It takes you to different paths and have to go through different directions. It's basically like playing a second level inside the one level. It is insane. Also, and then even like the world mechanic is unique to this game, or in this place it's called floors, but it's the same thing. Basically, you don't have to complete each level. You can complete any level you want in any order as long as you get enough ingredients to get the money enough to pay Mr. Stick so you can beat a boss level to get to the next floor. And even though there's only 5 bosses, each one is absolutely fantastic, memorable, and actually pretty hard. You got the Pepperman, who is in love with himself so much that he gets distracted of art of himself, which gives you time to beat him up. Or you have the Vigilante, who willingly gives you a gun so you can shoot him. Or you have the Noise, which is so focused on pissing you off that he literally flips you off, which leaves himself open for you to whoop his butt. And I also would talk about the other 2 bosses, but they're also spoilery, so I'm not going to. Just play the game, man. And also, you may be saying, yeah, it sounds great, the level design sounds great and all, but like, why should I care if the game doesn't control good? Buddy, the game controls really good. I have never played a 2D platformer with such fun controls as Pizza Tower. You know how Sonic's whole thing is based around how fast he is and you can just zoom through the levels? But Pizza Tower is basically that, for like good. I mean, you just hold the run button and then Peppino just like zooms through the level, breaking anything in his path. You got the taunt ability, which if timed correctly can just destroy anything you touch. You got the belly flop ability, which combined with the sound design makes it go like BAM! And again, that's not even mentioning the fun mechanics introduced in each level. All of them are just really fun to just use all the time. This game is just fun. Play it. Oh my god, just play it now. It's literally just $20 on Steam. That is a bargain. And I didn't even mention the music. The music, it's so good. I've been playing it in this video the whole time. You probably weren't really paying that much attention, but it is so good. You can listen to it on Spotify right now, and you should, because each track makes you feel so pumped, and I can just kill the world right now. In a good way. In conclusion, Pizza Tower is one of the best indie games I've ever played in my entire life, and I highly recommend it, and you should buy it right now and play it and beat it. It could be beaten in a day, but it's one of the best days you'll ever have in your whole life. And I have also yet to mention that once you beat the game, you can play as the Noise and pretty much replay each level with a unique moveset and music. It is fantastic. And with that, I will see you all eventually.